Good evening and welcome to a very special episode of 5 Minutes With. Tonight, as you can see, I've changed location and I've come to see soul doctor and energy healer, Oliver Dolby. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me along.
Such a pleasure. As you can see behind me, we've got candles, we've got crystals, we've got so many magical things. Oliver, I've got to ask you, what is an energy healer?
I help people with all sorts of energy impacts, things that affect them energetically. Now, I have this gift that I can see people's aura, so I can see the aura of a person. I can see where the blockages are and where there's stress and when there's trauma. And what I can actually do is go into the aura and actually grab things and take them out of the aura. And so they're not there anymore.
And when did you first realise that this was something that you could do? For example, I'm sitting here now. What does my aura, well, maybe I shouldn't ask, but what does my aura look like to you?
Your aura looks pretty good, actually. It's nice and clean,
Goodness.
nice and bright, which is good, which means things are going well in your life. And there's a little bit of a thought pattern over here, which is obviously some sort of persistent thought at the back of your mind, but we could easily remove that if you wanted.
So when you say remove it, I mean, we're not talking about some weird operation. Like,
No.
how do you remove someone's thoughts?
Everybody has this, let's take a common thought that most people have, and that is that 3 o'clock slump when the energy is going way down and you feel like you need a biscuit or a piece of chocolate cake or something to perk you up.
I can really relate to that.
And so what happens is you go, right, Monday, diet day. And you start off with this diet idea and you use up all your willpower not to have that chocolate cake with your cup of tea. And you succeed and you're so pleased with yourself. But the next day the phones are ringing, it's stressful, and you find yourself eating that sweet treat before you even realized. And what's happened to that thought that you've thrown out of your head is now sitting in your aura going, hey, it's almost 3 o'clock. Let's have that sweet treat. And it takes more and more willpower each time to clear that thought out. So what I do is I go into the aura and I just grab it and take it away, which means it takes less willpower to overcome that bad eating.
Now, a lot of our followers tonight might feel a little bit sceptical that you see auras, you can take a thought away, but clearly it works because you've got an amazing reputation and a lot of clients who will vouch for the fact that they've come and seen you and things have just got better for them.
I have lots of clients who start off as 100% skeptics, but they leave here feeling different, and they can't necessarily put it into words because it doesn't really fit into language, but they just feel different.
Because I guess energy, you can't put energy into words. Energy isn't something we can see, is it?
Well, we can see it. I can see it.
Well, you can see it, but I can't see it.
You just need to practice looking and you'll see it.
So this is obviously a gift that came to you, or is it something that you've always known that you've had?
I've always been really, really interested in energy and the unseen world and things that I couldn't really understand. And the more I've researched it, the more I've studied it, the 28 years or so I've been doing it, so quite a long time.
Wow, you wouldn't have thought that, would you?
And so and I've got better and better with time, obviously. When I first started, it was an idea, it was a concept, but now there's some real magic that I can draw upon and more energy work, and just working with people's energies is such an interesting and fascinating thing to do, because when I do look at people's auras, I can see so much more, so much that...
So would you maybe be out in the supermarket, like you're in Sainsbury's,
No.
and you're looking at people, all right, aisle 22. It's not like that.
No, definitely not. I only do it one-on-one when people actually book a session. So your aura is safe with, I'm not going to go prying at people's auras.
That's good to know. So you do one-on-one sessions with clients to help them with all different kinds of issues. I guess, was it anxiety?
Anxiety, fear, trauma. Broken hearts is a big one. Everybody in this world has suffered a little bit from a broken heart.
Yeah.
In fact, it starts as a young kid, teenage years. We all remember that pain, what's going to happen.
He doesn't fancy me.
And you didn't even tell him, so how could he, But we've all gone through that, and we've all lost heart energy. And I've developed over the years this technique for gathering all the lost heart energy and bring it all back to you. So it starts to heal that heart, bring that heart back into wholeness. Now, not the physical heart, the energetic part of the heart. And the byproduct of that is you start to love yourself. And that's what we really need to do in this world, is to love ourselves. Be a little bit selfish sometimes and just love yourself.
Which is so difficult. And I know, speaking firsthand, it is really difficult to love yourself. And I'm slightly distracted because you're holding something really interesting. We've got a little friend joining us tonight on 5 Minutes With. Who's this?
This is one of my healing crystals that I work with. It's a golden healer crystal. but it's actually carved in the shape of a skull, and it's been charged with incredible ancient energy. So do you want to just feel him and see if you feel any energy from him?
All right, let me see. Have we got a name for this friend?
I haven't asked him for his name yet.
Oh, can I do this
Of course
live
you
in
can.
5 minutes with?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm just gonna ask if a name comes. Oliver, this is Sebastian.
Oh wow.
Sebastian, or Seb, it's very nice to meet you. I bet you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. No, wow, that's very nice. Well, okay, so I guess I have to meditate with Seb and get some more information from him. Something I should have done a while back. But yeah, let me put him back up here so you can observe
guys,
from a
I
distance.
mean, Oliver's got so many amazing things. I don't know if you can see around the room. We've got some really interesting tools here. I'm a bit scared to touch. What are these, Oliver?
This is what they call an athame, and it's used for cutting energy. Okay, so it can be used almost like a blade for cutting energy.
But this doesn't actually touch a client.
This doesn't. No, none of the stuff touches
It's
the
all
client. No,
right.
no. This
Okay.
stuff's- This is used in ceremonial work, ritual work.
So someone has got an aura around them that's feeling very negative to you. You would take one of your instruments, and that's your way of breaking
like,
it down.
almost like this one here is like a vacuum cleaner. So that's like a vacuum cleaner. That's you can't really see that, but that's like a great big vacuum cleaner, and held in certain spots, it starts to suck up in the negative energy. Very, very. You can help tell.
Wow, I'm nervous. Oh, it's heavy. I didn't actually realise it would be as heavy as that. And you can see the detail. I'm going to hold it close up. It's actually beautiful. It's got actually a bit of a scary face there.
The scary things are the demon slayers. You know,
Right.
they're there to catch the
Wow,
demon.
I'm sure everybody watching has got someone that they may like to use this with.
No, it doesn't get used that way.
But absolutely, I mean, I find this fascinating. And what I love about what you do is that you help people. You make people feel better. So Oliver doesn't just do his one-on-one sessions. There's also a weekly meditation.
Yes,
Tell everyone about that.
Every Monday I do a free drop-in Monday night meditation.
So this is on Zoom?
On Zoom, yes, on Zoom. People just approach me on my various groups and I give them the link and they come in. It's purely drop-in experience.
So is this a half an hour a session?
Half an hour to 40 minutes maximum.
Right.
A bit of chat afterwards, and it's alchemical. So we're using meditation to actually change processes in the body. So I guide them through very deep meditations, which will take people on a journey, and in that journey, something will change energetically.
What
Magic.
do you think the most rewarding thing is about being an energy healer?
Is knowing that they are a little bit more empowered and more in line with who they really want to be. So seeing that light go on in the person's eyes, that spark of joy, understanding, change, because the eyes are the window of the soul.
Absolutely.
So you can see how well a person is just by looking at their eyes.
Well, if we've intrigued you and you'd like to find out a little bit more about Oliver and the amazing healing sessions that he offers, all Oliver's details are going to be put up after this interview. Oliver is on Facebook, Instagram, and your website is oliverdolby.com?
oliverdolby.com, yes.
oliverdolby.com. I could chat to you, and I say this to a lot of our guests, but seriously, I'm very spiritual. In fact, a lot of people don't know I talk to angels every day.
Well, you talk to Crystal, so we know.
And Sebastian.
And Sebastian.
But thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure. And guys, I know that you're going to have loads of questions for Oliver, so please feel free to comment in on after the show. And also, if you'd like to speak to him and book a one-to-one session, go on to his Facebook, Instagram, also oliverdolby.com. And from the energy healing of the universe, we wish you a very nice evening.
Thank you.
Fuck me.